Welcome back to SuicideFantasyFootball.com. If you're watching this, it means congratulations. You're most likely in the championship or, Jim, the week before the championship.
Yeah,
if you're
in some of the crazy, stupid ESPN leagues are on.
17 weeks.
Or you could be playing Suicide Fantasy Football and have used a lot of the common quarterbacks that are out there, and you just want to know who you can use what you got left.
I got to reach for somebody. Who would I want to go with, Jim?
Yeah.
Give me your number one dude you're taking a shot on this week.
Jake Locker. Jake Locker, without a doubt. Been my guy. Said he's going to be the best quarterback in this year's draft. Ahead of Cam Newton, ahead of Christian Ponder, ahead of Ginger Dalton. All these guys. Jake Locker is the best quarterback in the draft, and he has shown it, and he will put up stats this week against cruddy-ass Jacksonville.
I don't disagree with that, Jim. I think Jake Locker could have a big week in fantasy football. Yeah. And since I know the person I'm playing against isn't watching this, don't be surprised if I'm starting Jake Locker this week in fantasy football. Jim.
Over who?
Aaron Rodgers. I'm not sure he's going to be starting. I'm going to be paying close attention because I think if he does start, he might only be in there for a little bit. They're going to kick the shit out of the Bears. I only get a half game out of Aaron
There
Rodgers.
You go.
All right, second guy, Jim. You've actually got Tyler Yates?
Well, Kyle Orton.
Really, my bad. Skipped over Kyle Orton. My
second guy is Kyle Orton. And he's more because I think that they're going to win this week, and I think they're going to play next week for something. So if you need somebody next week, you need him. If you don't need him, it's really a one.
He's still going against a familiar foe this week in the Raiders. I could see him putting up. I could see him putting up good numbers.
Yeah, and the Raiders aren't, studly on defense. So I think he's got a stud receiver in Dwayne Bowe. He's going to start using him. He's a little breast in here, a little whatever. Little breasting.
Any other reason for Tyler Yates except that they're playing Indianapolis? Or is it all about?
They're playing Indianapolis, and they also had a really bad game. I said that Tyler Yates was about to have his come back to earth, you're a first-year starter game, and I think he had that. But now I think he's due for his bounce-back game, and he's going to play pretty well, and they're looking to secure their seeding in the playoffs, and, they got surprised, they got a little sneak. But I think this is going to be Indy won their game. They did their Super Bowl. They're not going to lose every game, so...
It's just hilarious to me to look down at your list to see Tyler Yates, Rex Grossman, Matt Moore. Holy shit.
I mean, listen, this is your beat and you're struggling. You need somebody to pick up this week.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Yeah. I'm just going, if we went back in time 10 weeks and you told me Jim, when we're getting ready for the fantasy playoffs, was going to be talking about Rex Grossman and Matt Moore, I would have laughed.
You're desperate right now. If your quarterback got hurt, or there is no buys, but if you're looking on the waiver wires right now, you need some help. And
now Matt Moore against New England.
Matt Moore against New England.
Could be.
Before the Eagles hurt Matt Moore, he was a top 5 quarterback statistically for those weeks, those previous 4 or 5 weeks. Quarterback ranking and production, he was a top 5 guy over those previous 4 weeks. So he was putting up decent numbers. Again, not a superstar.
Jim. So that's who you do look at. Who do you not believe the hype on?
I don't think there's any quarterback that's out there that I can say,
really?
I want to sit down. I looked at the matchups. I saw who was playing who. If you have a good quarterback, they have a good matchup.
What about Flacco?
I'm playing Flacco all
against
day.
Cleveland when he just played him 2 weeks ago and did nothing?
Yeah. He'll bounce back. He'll be fine. Cleveland looked horrible yesterday.
Carson Palmer.
Playing Carson Palmer. Yeah, I mean, there's nobody. This is the playoffs.
Kellen Clemens.
No, you don't have Kellen Clemens on your team.
I'm kidding.
If you do, you're in a 6 QB league.
I guess when you're saying you need to pick up Rex Grossman,
yeah, when you're looking at these guys, you're probably playing them. No quarterback, no decent quarterback.
Josh Freeman. I'm not believing the hype on Josh Freeman.
No, well, if you have Josh Freeman as your quarterback. You're not playing
Jim,
fantasy
I don't think that's true. If you've got Josh Freeman and he's your backup, and now this week you're going, it's against Carolina.
No.
Some people out there could be.
Wrong. If they had Josh Freeman as their quarterback, they lost because he had a shitty game last week.
All right, that's it. We're wrapping up quarterbacks. Week 16. Get ready. Win your championship. Come back. Talk smack to us.
We want pictures. Jim at SuicideFantasySports.com. If you won your league, take a picture of your trophy, of your T-shirt, your screenshot, whatever it is. I want to see who won their league. I want some bragging.
First time Jim's ever said that, and it hasn't been creepy old man. Send me pictures.
If you're a girl and you have a bikini, send that picture too.
All right, that's it. We'll be back next week. Fantasy Football Overload, Monday, 8 o'clock. And don't forget to watch the rest of the videos coming up on running backs, tight ends, and wide receivers.